Alright, I got my new battery for my iPhone 6s, and I'm going to show you how to replace it on your phone. So first thing we're going to do is unpack. I have my tools here ready. Let's take a look what's in this package. Okay, they did give us some tools, gloves I don't need for this installation. We have the tape strips, the new battery, inspect it, make sure everything is okay. This one is perfect. Nice and neat. We'll lay that down here. We do have some tools that are very useful here. And so what we're going to do is first unscrew the bottom of the iPhone. There's two different screwdrivers here. One is a Phillips head and one is the iPhone special. There's two screws over here. We're just going to undo those. Okay, got those two screws out. Next step is to get the screen up, and just above the speaker, there's a little place to prop it up, and we're going to use a suction cup to give us a little bit of leverage. So as we're pulling up the screen a bit of pressure, I'll move it more closer to the corner. We're also going to insert some thin plastic or metal may take a couple of tries. Do it slow. Slower the better so you don't break the screen. Make sure your phone is powered off when you do this, and that you've backed up your information first. So I'm going slowly around the edges. The device, the edge piece is actually right above the left side over here, above the speaker. So that'll give you a little bit of leverage to get underneath the screen. Don't try to prop it up because that will break it. Just go gently around the edges, little by little. You can use this plastic tool. Looks like a triangle, it's got different sizes. Oh, they gave us two. This kit is really well packed. It's got everything you'll need in it. Plenty of picks and plastic tools. So we're just going along the edge a little bit more, slowly picking up some of that glue that might be settled in from Apple. Slowly going around the edges. Sometimes I use my fingernails. I'm just showing you how to use. I'm stopping to pick up on the suction, and now I'm just going along the edges, ever so gently. Now that it's more than halfway up, don't push too hard. We're done with the suction. You can remove it. You kind of have to jiggle the screen out, so pulling it towards you away from the earpiece and letting the glue come on up. Okay, everybody see that? We've got our screen opened. What we're going to do is take out these 2 screws to uncover that plate. You don't need to disconnect the screen completely, you just need to hold it carefully so you don't break any of the connectors. Don't mix up these screws. Every single screw has a specific size, so you don't want to mix them up. Now that we've got the 2 screws out, we'll use a plastic piece to pry that up. Don't use any force under this phone. Just ever gently, I removed the plate, and that reveals the battery connector, which is right here next to the battery. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it, just simply by using my nail and propping that up. Now, to get to the battery, we're gonna remove the 2 screws over here. That'll give us a little more access to the battery. Over here we have 2 little pieces of tape, which is the same as these new strips. So you'll notice that they're folded over. Just kind of untuck them, and we're going to pull on it until we get the tape out from underneath the battery. So first thing, I'm removing it from the battery. And now I've got a grip on it. And so I'm pulling it out from underneath the battery. Great, I've got one out, and there's a second one. Don't use any tools, you might rip it. Just a little bit of pressure, pulling this out. Alright, there goes my battery. It's completely out, set it aside, and we're going to do the exact reverse. We're going to place some tape down, place the battery back, and put back all your device pieces. Looks like removing the pink first reveals the stickiness. And we're going to place this in the same spot as the previous strips. Now we've got to remove the blue cover. Kind of wrestling with it a little bit. Let's give it another try. Really, all the stickiness is going to help is that the next time you want to remove the battery, it'll be easy without gluing it down, and to make sure that the battery isn't rattling inside your phone. So the rest of the video is the exact reverse. You're going to place the battery back with some tape. I'm going to get another strip. I just don't have it right here, so I have it in my desk. Place the strip down more carefully, with the pointy parts over here and the flat parts over here, okay? Then we place the battery down. We plug it back in with our finger, snapping it in really carefully, putting back this part with the 2 screws, putting back the plate over the battery connector with the 2 screws, closing up your phone carefully, evenly on each side, and placing the final 2 screws here, and that is the end of the installation.